Alright, I'm gonna show you around my place a bit, and yeah, there's my castle off the distance. There's my new mob creature spawner thing up there, my mine shaft there, and I've been working on leveling this area out a lot, as you can tell. And there's like no trees in this area except for like in the distance, and yeah, this area that's all leveled out further is used to be like mountains like that. I'm currently trying to get it all down to sea level, like this area right here around the mine shaft. Yeah, here's the mines. I put one block of lava underneath there, and like two down, and it's like a staircase all the way down. Here is the staircase. That's the minecart's track here. Here's one of the mini caverns I found while digging around and stuff. And here is the lava pool that I ended up coming across when I was down here. That's the staircase, and I had to end up digging myself around well, I didn't dig to here, but I ended up working out perfectly. Here's like my storage area. Here's one of the other caverns I found. It's like my works area, storage for goodies stuff like gold and diamonds and stuff. Here's my storage cart and my furnace cart, or whatever they call it, power cart. Push like dirt and cobblestone there and everything up there. Here is where I've been leveling it out, trying to get diamond, and as you can see, a lot of lava pools everywhere, which make for great lighting and stuff, which is wonderful. And I think it's right around and over in this area that I end up finding all those bunch of mushrooms, like a mushroom farm or something going on. And yeah, I decided to build that lava thing there on the right because, yeah, a lot better than having a bunch of torches, and it looks pretty nice. Because it kind of gets a pain making tons of torches for all these stairs and everything. Here's one of the mine spots that I ended up, like, I was in a cavern somewhere and I was digging myself around and found this one, which is connected over to here, and end up digging a staircase down here to digging staircase, which went down there to that lava pool that I was telling you about, that I dug around to the mine shaft instead. Yeah. Here is my staircase idea, that my lighting up staircase for at nighttime, which I used on my castle as well. Basically, you take torches, you put them underneath staircase blocks, as you can see, and they light up. This area used to be all water. I ended up throwing lava like on the side of the wall of the castle, and dug up all the cobblestone, which I had helped use for the castle. Yeah, stairs have the same lighting as that thing over there, the little example that I was working on to make sure it worked. Here's like my cactus farm that I made. I put a bunch of pressure plates around here to stop the water flow, which I end up taking away. Here is underneath here is like mob spawner pads and stuff for the like trenches. One going like right this way, the other one going over this way over here, kind of every mid section of every way, whatever. There's 4 of them in all. There's like spawning pads that are like 2 deep under the ground here, and mobs all end up walking towards the trenches, getting sucked up into the trenches and swim up here, fall into the lava trap, into this trap here, and the lava burns them, the loot drops, and they end up dropping their loot here. Hopefully we'll be able to get some mobs soon. Okay, there we go. There's a creeper, there is a skeleton. They get burnt, loot drops. Oh, spider. I pick it up, put a pressure plate there to stop the water flow. Also, I can walk on it without having to worry about, like, blocks or something blocking my way and having to jump out of it. I can just walk over it. Here's my floor that I'm trying to fill in, but it's hard trying to find all this black wool. I've had creepers and like skeletons and stuff jump through the ground and attack me. So don't like that. It kind of sucks having a creeper blow up. And here is like the monster spout pad spawners I was talking about below, and basically they are, you know, areas like this, like in quarters, and then there's trenches in between them, like so. I cleared out this quarter over here, and then they all lead to the center where they end up getting sucked up or swim up to that trap that you saw underneath on the second floor. Here is my newest creation. It's like a checkerboard design inside. Took me about 5 to 7 hours to build this, and hopefully we'll be able to see some mobs drop through here. But they're on like a checkerboard design. They spawn on that. They move through the gaps. They fall into some trenches, which is on actually this bottom floor here, and then they get the trenches flow to this opening, and then they fall to their deaths down below. And that's where I just go and pick up their loot. And apparently that doesn't want to show any mobs dropping. And finally we have some creatures, mobs actually falling out of there. And as you can tell, there's some spiders. I tried to build that right there on top of my base over here, and well, just kind of didn't work out too well.